Hi, my name is Michal and I'm the Queen of Rocks, and I want to thank you for coming to this video today talking about how to help your pets using stones. So if your pet is either stressed out or maybe doesn't have an appetite, maybe is sick, maybe needs a little bit less spunk, there is so many different ways that we can support our pets. And Beth is an amazing healer, and she's going to be interviewing me on her series on how to really amplify their life and getting them the best of your pets. So please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe down below and press that yellow bell. And for those that have subscribed, thank you so much love and grace. I'm so happy that you guys love the information that I bring forth. And later on, you will be able to get all the information on Beth and how to connect with her too. So enjoy this film and let me know in your comments what you thought of it. Thank you, much love, and enjoy. Come here, my baby. This is Buster. Hi. Hi, Buster. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Oh, not just to me. Say hi to the world. Oh, yeah. This is Buster Boy. He got his name because he liked to bust out of gates. Huh, Buster? And we rescued him from Tucson, Arizona, and he is our baby.
Hi, everybody. I'm Beth Riedler, animal intuitive and animal communicator. And today on our expert series, I am so thrilled that we have Michal Mael with us. And Michal is, oh my God, an amazing person in general. But I tell you, she's all things crystals, all things rocks. As a matter of fact, we like to call her affectionately the Queen of Rocks. And you know what? She has earned that title because she has been in business dealing with semi-precious stones since the age of 10. The age of 10, Michal. Oh my God.
Yep. In many different ways.
In many different ways. Right, right. Well, and in addition to that, you know, Michal is a speaker. She is an author, and she's a CEO of her companies. And you know what? Maybe most importantly, Michal is the mother of two amazing boys. I just love them so much. And Michal, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. And I know that, you know, your expertise, like, is immense in so many ways, in so many areas. And I'm kind of asking you to bring it down a little bit, how about a lot of it, to talk about how we can support our pets through the use of crystals. And you being the Queen of Rocks, I chose you to be the expert to be with us today.
Thank you very much. It's really a pleasure and an honor to be here. I love animals. As you know, my first set of children was King and Bonbon, which is my German Shepherd and my Labradoodle. And that was my first experience. And then after that, I got another set of twins, which would be my sons, Toby and Yona. So it's quite incredible that animals actually do teach us how to, you know, be able to have the responsibility of even becoming a mom, and talk about how to protect them and how to really align them with us. And also, you know, many different ways how rocks and crystals and geodes and fossils really do connect with our animals. And they do. And even my cat, my two little kittens, when I first started my rock business, we were looking for stray cats, and we found two little baby kittens the size of my fingers. And they used to sleep inside. I've got them everything they wanted, but they would sleep inside of my ammonite.
Oh,
And
wow.
and then the older they got, they would sleep inside the cavities of the amethyst. Or inside a bed, they'd put, it's incredible to watch. They love crystals. They love, and they're very much in tuned with the rock energy. And for them, it's just natural. It's very natural, and they accept the energy very easily.
Well, and so I do want to talk about what kinds of ways that the crystals can support them. But what you just said, yeah, I mean, our animals are super, super sensitive. So I even have the question, about can some of the crystals be too much, for our animal companions? Or are they all just really, because they are so attracted to it, because they are so in tune with it, they're all okay?
I haven't had an issue, and I have a lot. I have a lot of crystals. And it's really interesting. Like my dog Buster now, he likes to sleep in front of the amethyst, and my cat likes to sleep inside something. So each one kind of has their favorite, I would say, especially if they're scalar induced. But I mean, they have all different. They're their own selves, they have their own personalities, so they're going to connect to whatever they want to connect to. But I've never had one that was buzzed out that they couldn't accept it. I never had one. In fact, I know a gentleman, his name is Jim Morrow, and he has a selenite mine, okay, a gypsum selenite, like the sheetrock, but just in specimen formation. They come in these huge sheets, and his dog made it. She was 15 years old before she finally passed away, and she was scrapping along inside that mine area, and you would think that would be too much. Nothing. I think because of that mine, she lived a long life. I really do.
You said selenite.
Selenite.
Yeah, so isn't selenite like supposed to be helpful to clear and everything? So I imagine that's one of the reasons, that she went there, right? That it helped her live that long. That is really a cool story.
Isn't that neat? I love it.
Yeah, sure. Well, and I imagine that if there would be a type of crystal or rock that our animals don't feel good around, they would just leave. I mean,
exactly. I do notice that if it's not clear enough, then they won't go around them. So then you might need to clear them. So it's not that they don't want to hang out with them, it's they're just full of junk. So we need to do our saging or our sound bone clearings and release that energy, the negative energy that's trapped inside the crystal. Then after that, it's, back to normal.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, so let's talk about what are the kinds of things that crystals can support our animals with. I know, the people that come to me with their pets, they might be behavioral issues, or it might be something that, has suddenly changed with their fur baby. Like they were eating and now all of a sudden they're not eating, or maybe they're overeating, so separation anxieties, things like that. So what kinds of things can support our animals?
Black tourmaline is for protection and keeps them grounded. So that's something that I think would be great for our animals, is because they feel safe when they're protected, right? That would be a fantastic rock. And it's not one that's very, very pricey, which also helps. So you can put that around the perimeter of the house, like in the windowsills and near the door sills. So they're like, oh, I feel safe here. It's okay. So they don't try to scratch out, Another thing is that you can actually put it on them. You can buy a bead. Now, this is when you get too much can be too much. Don't be crazy and buy full on collars full. They only need 1 or 2 beads in small cabochon. You could overload them, and that's also not good. But black tourmaline is great for protection. Apatite, that would be actually called apatite. That is an actual stone and helps people with that.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing. Actually, it works really well with with CBD. So you could put them in a combination, maybe. You know, we know that THC does help with appetite, but it's in the doses. You know, CBD. You can find a CBD that has THC in it, which would be plenty for a dog, and you dose it very small and see how it goes. Maybe that will also help. But then you can charge it with the appetite, which would be really good.
And so is that for either direction, either to help them eat more or reduce the amount that they're eating?
No, so inducing appetite would be with the CBD with THC, and but CBD also is very calming for dogs. Right. So that would be a nice combination to release anxiety. But overeating is just appetite, no CBD.
Got it. Okay.
No CBD.
If you want them to eat more, do it in the combination.
Right.
That's, just the appetite.
Exactly. Helping on the appetite, especially those that have chemo, that works with chemo. Like a lot of them are very sick and they're on chemo, they will reduce their appetite tremendously. And that's when you have to help them a little bit more. Another one is the rose quartz. Rose quartz is very calming. It's very rejuvenating. And also it's loving. So it brings on the love energy. So when you're gone, you can put that on their bed. And so help them feel loved. Put a little piece of black tourmaline in their bed, help them feel protected. That's also a great one. Is
there any concern about putting those on their bed that they might eat them, they might ingest them, or is there something?
If you have that concern, then you put it inside their bed, like underneath their bed.
Okay.
Like inside, like how you open the zipper, kind of place them. And you can, if one has very strong anxiety, you could put very small, I don't want big, right? Small tumbled stones. And you put them rose quartz, black tourmaline, rose quartz, black tourmaline, all the way around in a circle. I guarantee you they'll probably be sleeping there the whole time.
That on my bed.
Right? And if they feel that they need more nurturing, we can add some jasper. Jasper helps for nurturing, feeling nurtured and cared for. Okay. If they're having neurological problems, they can be using tiger eye.
Oh. Interesting.
Tiger is very good for neurology.
Very cool. What about like if they've broken a bone or torn a ligament or something? Is there some sort of crystal or mineral that
there is
those kind of things?
So green calcite helps with inflammation.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
And also a blade of kyanite blade. Also will help, and amethyst helps heal.
Okay.
So if they have a surgery or if they hurt themselves, but you'd have to tape it on well enough that they won't be able to take it off.
Right.
Yeah. So you need just to be cautious, because my buster could take down any piece of tape.
Yeah. I think that's true of many of our fur babies.
Oh yes,
they're very clever at how they.
Very clever. Yeah, I had a clone like this far from him. I was like, all right. But he's doing great.
Oh my gosh. So, what about with training? So actually, currently, I am helping to train a puppy, and this is my first experience, believe it or not, in actually training a puppy. And so is there anything that can help with focus and, not being distracted, things like that?
Ametrine. So ametrine is amethyst and citrine together in the same rock. It's from Bolivia. Okay. And are these readily available? Yeah, most small stores have them, little metaphysical stores. They usually carry them. Okay. It's pretty simple. It's pretty common stuff. The thing is a lot of people like to complicate it, and I like to make it simple. It's you want simplicity in life, and when it comes to our babies, complicated doesn't really work. Oh my gosh, anything that we can simplify. right? I
All
agree.
for it. Yeah, totally.
Me
All
too.
for it. All for
Me
it.
too.
So what about overall like well-being? I mean, would that be something like a quartz crystal, or what would you use for that just to kind of sustain and maintain?
For well-being, I like amethyst.
Yeah.
Do I like connect and it works, you know, and you can put them on their collar. You can create on like a necklace. Just be really diligent and be careful. You know, I like to weave. If you're gonna do a cotton weave for them, just make sure that it's pretty big, and then you don't overload them. Because I've seen collars on the internet, and I'm like, wow, that's just way too much energy. And they'll put kyanite and all kinds of different things, and it's just like, that's just too much for a dog. I would be surprised if he kept it on.
Yeah, and I would imagine that's even more so for a cat because, well, their sensitivities are just, I mean, they're very high and very sensitive like dogs, but it's a little bit different too, you know. And what
Okay,
about
that's a very good.
horses? Do you have any experience with horses and crystals? Have you had any, people come to you asking about that?
With horses, we actually do. We have a ranch. I've put huge rose quartz boulders for them. It has to be pretty big size, you know. Um, so they're big. But I've done rose quartz and jasper for them. And normally they herd. So we don't have the problem of social anxiety. So that's just kind of nailed out. So I don't have to worry about putting in black tourmaline. But they do like to be very loved, and they're very connected to the spiritual beings. So rose quartz is perfect. Amethyst is good. Salt licks are always great, you know.
Yeah.
Those are salt amethysts that take up negative energy if you can keep them heated. But also with the salt licks is well, as long as they're licking them down and it's all good and it's empties, it's fine. But after 6 months, you need to throw them away because they take on energy.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And you can't clear salt.
Oh,
Salt unclearable.
okay. Well, that's really good to know. I didn't know that.
But I mean, really,
It's all related.
animals function with the whole body and with you. So if you're not clear, if your house is stagnant of energy and you're stifledness, how do you expect your animals to be? They are the amplification of where they are. So
Yeah, and I always am telling people that if you see something going on with your animal, well, they're most likely mirroring something that's going on with you or something in the environment or
that's
others
right.
that are close to them. So it would be the same way. And so everything that you're saying also would apply to us as humans. You know,
Of
use
course.
stuff to clear, use the stuff to balance, to be in well-being.
So if you have them around their beds, if you have them in your homes, anchoring the energy you want in your home, in your life, that's what I consult in is energy positioning blueprint, where we create the home environment that you want, which induces a specific energy that you want, and hopefully it's connection with higher power. But I mean, we could do it for one room for money, one room for relaxation, where every room is different. So you can actually trigger that. You can see where your babies are going, you know, by which room they like to be in. And also, again, it really is about you, and how you are in the world is how they are going to be. They are 100% your mirror, and what they're designed really to do is to take it away from you, and they'll take it on for you. So if you want to give them anxiety, have anxiety.
Yeah.
If you don't want to have anxiety, because they're literally taking it on for you, wanting to absorb it for you, to be able to make it better for you, so you will have a more rich life.
Yeah.
So then,
oh, go ahead.
so that's all I'm saying is that be conscious. If you're finding that they are acting in a specific way, then look at yourself first. What is happening? How am I right now?
Yeah, that is perfect. And it's really in line with a lot of the work that I do, you know, when people come to me with their animal companions. And, you know, it's like, well, honestly, it's sort of a natural service that our animals want to provide for us. They want to clear us of all those things. And when they get knocked off, like their chakras are a little out of balance or something has happened, then they can't clear it as easily and it's not easily, it's naturally, as naturally as they're made to, just like us, right? Yeah. We're made to clear all of that. But something happens and oops, something gets stuck. And that's where we come in. That's where the rocks come in, and all the other kinds of things that we have to support.
So I have another thing. Those that have apartment complexes, your animals must go out in the earth every day. If you could go a couple times, 3 times a day, that's very important because that's how they process and that's how we process.
Yes.
See, ever since 1960s when we got the rubber soles, you'll see that there was an incline of diseases like diabetes, many, many different diseases, heart problems and stuff since then, because we do not actually process our inflammation through our feet.
Right.
Because we used to have leather. So the ground is what? It's a bunch of rocks ground up, right? So we need to let our animals also process, and they have 4 paws, and you'll see them rubbing themselves on the ground and just sitting there and basking in the ground. What are they doing? They're clearing their stuff, and they're clearing your stuff for you. So you need to know that too, is that, so the rocks are really good for a baseline at the house, but you really also need to bring them outside a lot, especially if you have an apartment and you don't have like a yard to let them hang out.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Anywhere green, but if there's no green, then just get them on the earth.
Dirt, anything.
Yes, yes.
Dirt, even a cement block. So if the cement is also, what is it? It's sand and glue, right? And it's on dirt. So even if you can put them on that, you'll see. Everybody says, oh, my dog just loves to go to and just like sit on the cement and sunbathe. Well, he's actually just clearing and he's getting his vitamin D. The animals know what to do.
They do.
We need to listen to them.
Exactly. They are our teachers. For sure.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Well, so if people wanted to, I think about our medicine cabinet, right? And I've talked with people about essential oils and, have this one, this one, this one, this one, on hand is like your basics, your staples, just like our pantries, right? We have those staples. So what would you say good staples are to have on hand for
black tourmaline? The ones that I spoke of, I think, are the best. So black tourmaline, rose quartz, jasper, those 3 are amazing. I mean, if they need to be more solid, another focus, the ametrine and hematite combination is very good for focusing. So if you want to do training, have that on hand. If they have inflammation, salt, you can get a salt bowl with the chunks and have them warm on hand. So if they have arthritis, you can put it on them because it's nice and warm and gentle.
Wow.
There are other things for arthritis. I think selenite would also be good. Kyanite will also be good. And jasper is very nurturing. They'll feel comfortable with jasper. It'll make them comfortable.
I think I'm taking you away from the question that I just asked, but you've got me thinking, like itchy skin, and would that be the one where they feel nurtured or help them relax? Like really, they're scratching a lot.
Right, scratching a lot. That might be actually more calcite, because calcite's a much softer mineral. Okay, and also the salt, I think, will also help. Calming and lepidolite would be amazing. Lepidolite is a very good soother. It's also anti-anxiety.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes you'll start to fetch on that. And that
is
one,
that blue? What?
no, lepidolite is a flaky mica that's purple.
Oh, okay. All right.
Now that one would be a good one that you bathe them with. So you soak it and then you use that water to bathe them.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Or you could put it in the cream. Like just put a jar of whatever coconut oil, whatever you're going to use, and put a big chunk of lepidolite right in it. And then that will take on that. And so that will be soothing. Try that.
That's amazing. Okay. Yeah.
That would be good.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really.
Yep.
So were there any other basics? Because I did take a little off track.
Yeah, lepidolite. That one reminded me of lepidolite. Also for anti-anxiety, labradorite.
Oh, really? Okay.
Labradorite, yeah, is anti-stress. That would be another really good one to have at the house. And, you know, sometimes you just need to, you know, tape it on their collar for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Have it on the inside of the collar so then it touches them.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And so you don't sell. I mean, I know your business is the big rocks, and you know, we'll tell people how to find you.
So I can energize people's homes, okay, to create the energy that them and their animals would induce incredibly. But one by one, small tumbles and pieces like that, I don't do that. So that one you can get on Amazon or Etsy. Etsy has a lot. Go to Bliss Crystals. Bliss Crystals on Etsy. So a good friend of mine, Jan. She has a huge variety of flat stones and tumble, and she can assist you guys.
Awesome.
Very good friend of mine. That would be my best suggestion. Okay. Especially with Bliss Crystals, just because I know the quality. Their quality is very good quality. And you can just send them referred by Michal. But if you really want to amplify your home and create something even more, you know, abundant, then give me a call and I'm more than happy to support you.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go into that. So how do they find you?
Oh, they can find me at info@michalandcompany.com, which is spelled just like Michael, but take out the E. So Michal, and then A-N-D, company spelled out completely, company.com. Or you can go on my Instagram. You can DM me on my Facebook. It's all Michal and Company, all spelled out, no and sign. So again, my name is spelled just like Michael, but no E. So Michal and Company. And you can see me on my YouTube. It's easy to get a hold of me. It really is. You can go to michalandcompany.com, which is my website too.
Awesome.
Plenty of ways.
Well, is there, as we wrap up, is there anything that I haven't thought about asking, you know, that you think would be good for people to know?
No, you're very thorough. I think you're
as
very
are
thorough.
you.
I think we gave a lot of very rich content. But really to be mindful right now because of the stress in the environment, the 5G that's coming out, rolling out now, and all of those. Black tourmaline, by the way, and selenite all around the perimeter of your home will help you protect fully your home, and your animals, your babies will definitely feel the difference. I have more birds and butterflies in my sector, my half acre and around my house than anybody in my whole neighborhood. They all like, why is everybody chirping in your place? It's like, because I have black tourmaline and selenite throughout my whole place. So yeah, amplify your home to create the energy that you want, the protection that you want, the love that you want, and inside and outside the home. And that will also protect your animals from 5G. And never use Roundup. Never.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, Roundup is kill your dog and cats. Everybody kills everything.
Yeah.
It kills your weeds, it'll kill us.
lots of toxins that are invisible and not so invisible. Yeah, and that's why I want to do this expert series, because I want our viewers, the people that hear these interviews, to know how to support their animals in such a toxic world, and also in turn they're learning about supporting themselves as well, because
Yes.
yes, we are like all one in
We're
the
all
same.
connected, and
We're all connected.
Beth has been very trained to first work with humans before working with animals. So you're
It's
an
all,
amazing,
it's all circle.
it's
Oh, thank you.
secular, it's secular, and you're an amazing light. And I really, really honor the work that you do. I love that you're working with our children, with our four-legged children, or two-legged if it's a bird. But you have an innate ability not just to look at the animals, but actually to the people, and look at it in every different angle, which is really wonderful. And you're very, very good at it. So thank you for honoring this world with your beauty and your knowledge and your kindness and your love and your creative and creator, the connection that you have. And it's always a pleasure working with you. And much love and light. And everybody, if I would refer anybody, it would definitely be Beth. 100%. You're my girl.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And yeah, I feel like so blessed to be able to do what I do, and blessed that I have, so many people in my life like you who can help take it even further. So thank you so much for being here. I know your life is busy and full and satisfying. And it's busy and it's full. So
Yes.
I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, Paul, for being here.
Of course, my pleasure. And everybody, much love and light for you. Be well. Be awake. See what you're seeing in your life. See how it affects your animals. And then you know that it's time to shift to that higher realm, and be out of the fear and grow into an abundant lifestyle. Much love for everybody. Thank you so much. Take care of your beautiful babies. And I bet me and Beth will see you again.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank
Love
you.
you.